Hello, welcome to Just Tarot. This is part 2, the second installment of my deck purge, my spring fling, let's get rid of everything. So the process has begun. Alright, let's just start it. Another Jamie Sawyer board, FYI. Jamie Sawyer, she's not going anywhere. The Golden Universal Tarot. It's a no for me. It's gotta go. The Cat Tarot. It's gotta go. I edged mine in purple, but you know, whatever. It's cute, it's delightful, but I never ever yay, let me do cat readings or anything, no. Yeah, I see all that edging all over. But whatever. So it's a no for me. This cat deck is just a no. It's gotta go. It's pretty, it's cutesy, but no thanks. Now I'm not so sure about this one, the Heart and Hand Tarot. This is a black and white. There is a little white booklet. She even has the Celtic cross spread here, okay? It's hard, big. It's a no for me. The Heart and Hands. It's just a no because of the card stock and the size and of the cards. But do I delight in this? Yes, I do. I may do some kind of collage with this. If not, I will, somebody else. It's just large and I cannot work with the decks anymore. It's like one shuffle and my hands are exhausted for an entire day. And I don't know if anyone else has weakness in their hands or any part of their limbs. But it's not comfortable to be like, oh yeah, let me one shuffle of certain decks, like these big, bulky, heavy decks, and my hands are shot, and then they start shaking other things. It's just not worth it to me. So this is a no. It's gotta go. I have to find more decks. What did I do? They're right here. The Love Pack by Chuck Spazzano. Well, I like Chuck's books a lot, but this deck does not get used. Has the book and all of that with it, the whole thing. But I don't utilize it anymore. So I may just get rid of this, the romance deck, the Love Pack. They are cute pictures and everything, but it's, again, the information. And I have the Healing Oracles of Chuck Spinazzo, and that I appreciate and I like to read with, versus this one. This one's just geared toward love as far as the book, but I like the other book better. It's bigger, the font is larger, and it's an actual book, right? This is an actual book as well, but I'll show you. I cannot read that font. That's not it's a small font, and it's, not desirable to sit down and snuggle up with a book that, I'm struggling with. So it is nice though. I mean, it's delightful. There's lots of spreads, all of that. The relationship reading, the spreads. So this has got to go. I think I will put this on eBay or something, that along with, whatever other indie decks I'm getting rid of. As far as mass market decks, I have a buyer that pays the shipping, and so long as they're in good condition, like this one is no longer wouldn't be picked up by anybody, right? Because it's out of print. But so long as it has the code, they'll give you a price. You pack it up, send them out. They give you a couple of bucks. That way, I'm not like selling. You know what I mean? Like setting up shop and making listings and waiting for buyers. This buyer, so long as if you were like me, where you have a lot of decent decks that were really just flipped through or used a couple of times or in really good condition, I say I'll take the couple of bucks for the mass marketed decks, because by the time I find a vendor, and then who wants to pay the shipping, right, on that, like as a merchant, when you're, so I just, to get rid of all of the hassle, that's how I'm getting rid of the mass marketed decks. Not including this one though, because it's no longer available or in print, I believe. All right, next up, Rebecca Campbell's Work Your Light. It's gotta go. I know, it's pretty, right? Yay, it's pretty, play, have fun. But I'm not really drawn to this. I thought, ooh, I would like it, but I don't. So it's gotta go. Rebecca Campbell, I'm not really a huge fan. I like the backings though. Aesthetics. I love aesthetics because making videos, and when you do pick up piles, you need multiple decks or whatever, and many blendable schemes. So this one works well as far as aesthetically with many decks, but it's not a deck that I'm drawn to. Or like, oh, I have to have Rebecca Campbell. Nah. Pass. So this is it's gotta go. The Fortune Oracle. I do appreciate this deck. I like it. It's fun. So I think I'll probably keep it for a little while longer, because I have been using it. And like the oracles are going to be difficult for me. They're kind of going to be like a wait and see at the end of the process, when they're all separated of what I know is going to go and then what's going to stay. I'm going to go through and see which ones I truly want to keep around, because I'm telling you, the bulk, the amount of things, and I want more. That's the problem. It's like I want more, but you have to sort of treat your decks, for me, this isn't for everyone or for anyone except for myself. It's like I have to treat them the way I do not food, clothes. You bring something new in, you got to take something out and get rid of it. I have a small space, but I have 3 bedrooms. However, I utilize them all differently. Like they're not actually bedrooms. They're workspaces, and my cat has the pleasure of having her own space, with all of her apparatus. Like her room is bigger than what I call an office. So this, I'm going to say yes, it's staying. And next is Your Heart Knows the Way. And I really like this. Forgive the unforgivable. Right? For clarification, listen to your heart. Choose to see no faults. The choice is yours. You exist as potential. So this is a keeper. Again, I don't even know when I got this deck, but I didn't pull it out or even see it, to be honest, until recent. Like now, this process of purge. The purge process. It's one of those decks that came in and quickly got shelved because it was content, right? That's what it basically, that's all I can say is like the decks I'm drawn to, oh yay, I open them for content purposes, and then it's like, oh, you read them a couple of times and then they get put on a shelf. And to me, that's just like unread books, unfinished work. You know, it doesn't make sense to have and keep purchase and not utilize. So shame on me. Let me keep going. This I got off of Amazon from the marketplace. It was a great deal. I think it got, I don't remember how much, but like I'm talking like $5 or something very affordable. Fun. I actually really enjoyed working with this deck. Amazon inspected. It's fun. It's quirky. I'm not into clowns, but you know, it does come with a little book. And there were times I bet this was my deck. Like, you know, you want to tell your story, the facial expressions and what's going on at the circus. This deck just, it served its purpose. I had a lot of fun using this. Look at, it's like, he reminds me of like Boss Hogg. So yeah, this was a fun deck, but is it going to stay? No, because I no longer reach for it, right? But look at those jeans. Like, I don't know. So it was fun, and I enjoyed it, but now it's gotta go. I know this one is easy to shuffle, and it's not that bad on my hands because it's a lighter cardstock and stuff. Not bad there at all. This amount and many of cards, no matter the cardstock, are going to be pretty hefty and heavy in the hands anyway. But this, I love it, but it's got to go. It's just got to go. So this will be housed with somebody else. Let's see. Butterfly changes. This is staying with me. I'll keep this one. It gets used. It still kind of keeps its gilding, you know. But this one has been used a lot, and I continue to use this one because, again, it's a really good base foundation to kind of work off of. And why else do people come to tarot besides life changes? So yes, keeping. The next up is one that's out, Sacred Destiny Oracle. I'm keeping this, at least for now. It's going to get good work. It's going to get a good workout in during 2023. And, you know, I will decide next spring or at the end of the year what stays and what goes. But for now, this is staying with me because I'm literally pulling from it every day for myself. And I really enjoyed the guidebook with this deck. So it's staying. Okay. Britney Spears. All right, Britney Spears. Sebastian Soto, if anybody knows him, does he have a P.O. box? Just curious, because if he does, that's who's getting this, because the boy just loves him some Britney, and I think that he could pull a card every day and get a little inspiration from Miss Britney Spears herself for a cheap. And I mean, this was cheap, like under $20 deck. There's the little pretty backs, right? The feel is soft and smooth. They shuffle just fine. And I'm telling you, this deck is on Amazon, I don't know, for little to nothing. Little to nothing. It must have been just a huge fan of Britney Spears there. But again, if anybody knows Sebastian Soto and if he has a P.O. box, please let me know if he has a P.O. box so I can find it where it's located and stuff, because this is a no for me, but some Britney fan out there will have a good time. Ooh, there goes the pile behind me falling over. They're in their box, though. They're in their boxes, and they're in the box that they're falling over into. Okay, Amira's Love Oracle. Okay, now I have the newer edition, and I still have this one. And this is going to be one of those, since I do utilize this is staying, because, and the other one, which I have as well, they're both staying. Why do I need two of the same? I don't. They're just staying. I like the feel of this. I like this cardstock. You know, and the other one is the glossy. I don't have the cards up here. This is empty, I think. Yes. Oh, here they are. Right. So these are staying. They're just both, I don't know. I use both of them, and for pick-a-piles, it's just going to be like whatever my hands desire, right? Because this is kind of hard and glossy, and it's great. You know, it's great. I love it. I love the smaller size. I love the vibrant color. This one, they both have a book. This one's in Spanish. This one's in English. And I'm keeping them both, because it's like, you know, your favorite things. So since they get used, I'm keeping both of these. Is that not simplistic enough? Is that like gluttonous of me? Let me know in the comments. All the Christians, let me know. If you have any Christian friends, can you invite them to watch this so that they can tell me? They love to tell me, you know, about myself. They tend to forget that gluttony is a sin, though. You know. Let me hush now. Let me hush. All right. Next deck that's not going anywhere. Ever. Is Penelope's Tarot. This is new to me. Penelope's Tarot is new to me. But it's one of those decks that this Sam West. Oh, I'm telling you, she nailed it with this. Absolutely beautiful. Matches the other tarot board with the sun and the moon, right? But the deck is just so inviting. I love the color, the imagery, the feel. This deck, if all other decks had to go besides the one sentimental oracle, this is the deck that I would keep. And I don't know if it's a fling because I just got this, but so far I'm pretty confident in saying that this is, I don't usually say forever decks. I never really thought of a deck as a forever deck except one that was gifted to me. And, you know, it never really, I don't know. But this deck, oh my goodness. Oh, come on, camera. Right? Like, oh my goodness. How perfect and simplistic and beautiful the style, you know, speaks to me. And it just brings out, it's like the whimsy, you know, the little girl, the feminine, I don't know, the fun. I like it, and I'm loving the chariot here, you know. Look at that. Just, yes, like, keeping it forever deck right there. So this is a keeper. Another keeper for now. Actually, yeah, is this. Now, if anybody wanted to trade me for the smaller one, I would love that. But what I have is the first edition, come on now, of, Cherry Enchantress's, come on, Romantic Fairy Oracle. Can we focus? Yes. So this is just a beautiful deck. It was pricey, but I don't want to keep something just because it was pricey. But these look great on camera. It's a great little, oracle based off of Doreen Virtue. And as far as the romance angels, that deck can go. I don't want it. I've got this. And this is a great replacement, and I hope to replace this with the smaller version one day. I would love to have that in, just for the sake of the hands, but this deck is just incredibly beautiful. I would spread that if I had to. But if I can get the smaller one, I will definitely get rid of this one. But until that happens, I'm not getting rid of that one. So that's a keeper. All right. Let's see. The Twin Flame Oracle, Wisdom Oracle. Beautiful cards, but I don't use them. They're very, very beautiful, though. And this is sold on Amazon. And here are the cards. The book is sold separately. The cards are sold on Etsy. I know the book is sold on Amazon though, but I believe it's Etsy or Make Playing Cards. I'll give you the creator's name in a moment. But there you go. It's a beautiful deck. I don't do Twin Flame readings anymore. I'm not really, I have a thing with it, but it is an interesting deck. But the masculine devotion, energy, and the masculine collective, compassion and forgiveness is, you can get the book, like I said, on Amazon for, I think the book is $4.99, and then the cards are, again, I believe on Make Playing Cards. Yeah, what does this say? Yes, Make Playing Cards. www.makeplayingcards.com. Sacred Feminine Oracle Cards. Yeah, the book is sold on Amazon. So, I just have them housed in here. And it's going to go. It's going to go. Come on now. Come on now. All right. Next on the chat block is Ethany's Awakened Soul, which I've been working with this. If you're around, I got a dummy one of this that I journal with. That's what I came up with, how to utilize the pocket edition that they are selling, which is a dummy deck. It's not a pocket edition of anything. Beautiful. I love that Ethany has partnered with, well, I don't know, partnered, but is now on Amazon, right? And you can pick up a couple of her decks on Amazon, or the rest of them are on Etsy, and her journals and things. Her Etsy store. There's that book, and I believe she has a digital download for $20, possibly. This is staying with me. This oracle is intuitive, like it can easily intuitively read. I'm enjoying the imagery. So this is definitely a keeper and that I will keep working with throughout 2023, and we'll see if it's still a keeper at the end of the year, But as far, I'm so impressed. Like this, I don't, again, like with the favorites thing, I can't favorite. And like of Ethany's decks, my favorite, I'm going to say that my favorite right now is this one. Even over, the Bad Bees or the Modern Love, which I used a lot, the Modern Love, a couple of years ago, used that daily. I mean, it was my whole day. It was the images that I was taking every day, all day. So that deck I have great love for, but this imagery, just incredible as well. It's like speaks to me in a different way, right? But beautiful. So this is staying with me, and again, I'll figure it out at the end of the year whether or not it's staying with me forever. But for right now, I feel that it will be a very comfortable here, like for a long time. And it works actually well with Penelope's tarot. I don't know. I think everything just sort of can work together. The metaphysical cannabis oracle. Keeping this. And again, like since it's newer to me, I will decide at the end of the year if I'm going to keep it forever, in the collection or not. But for now, it's a definite yes for me. I'm drawn to it. There's so many different systems in here which I appreciate and know a little bit about many. So this is the kind of deck that sort of works for me because I can draw upon different things and not just one. Which it's just like an array of information, and it's not all just like, oh, it means this in Rider-Waite, and it could mean that in Rider-Waite, and you could draw upon that because there are many representations that, like Leo, and I just saw the Hangman there. It's just like it's there, but I don't know. I love the imagery, and the booklet along with this is great. I just wish it was an indie deck. I really do. Like where the quality of the card was just better. This my only complaint is that it's mass market. And it's delightful. So this is staying at least for 2023. And again, I will reevaluate what stays at the end of the year. Moving right along. I have the box over here to the Ancestors Spirit Oracle cards. Of course, there's a guidebook and everything to this too, but edged mine in orange. And this one I'm keeping, this Oracle, because again, it works well with other decks, and I like it. However, I will be again, I love that tree and just everything in the background and beneath, lovely. Lovely. So this one I'm keeping, and it will be evaluated at the end of the year to see, did it get worked with? How many times am I still drawn to the imagery, right? We'll see at the end of the year. same goes for this deck, which is newer, is the Guardian Angel by Rodley Valentine, which is here. It's a keeper for now, but I'm pretty certain that it won't be staying forever. But I am going to utilize it this year, for the year. And then I'm going to evaluate, because this is what happens. It's like, oh no, yeah, I'm just going to put it away, and then it sits there. This isn't happening where I'm pulling things off of the shelf years down the line. Like, no, because it really creates a lot of anxiety. I'm like literally de-stressing just every time I say, no, it's gotta go. And this one it's going to go eventually, but for 2020, for the rest of 2023, since I literally just got this, I'm going to continue to use that. I'm quite certain, though, that it won't stay around, because what I have, let me just see, I have the Angel Wisdom Throw, which I haven't read with yet at all. So I will utilize the Guardian Angel, and I'll hang on to this, and this one can come into life, or like broke open in 2024. Or if I decide that this one, I'm just over it, right? And I'm not over it. I'm really appreciating the imagery. But again, like the Hay House decks, I'm not so drawn to, and the thickness of those decks, I forget that, like, it's also about, it's not just like, oh, I don't like the imagery, or oh, I love this deck. Am I going to use it? See this one? Like, And I have to say and tell you, like, even though the imagery is nice and everything, this isn't going to be one of those decks that I'm like, oh yeah, that's the one, I have to read with that one. It's not going to be my first pick, like, ever. Like, I'll literally have to tell myself to do an angel reading. And I used to do a lot of angel reads, like angel card readings or whatnot. So this one I'm keeping because it's brand new and I haven't even read with it yet. So this one is going to be housed and utilized next year. The Marquetti Tarot. This is hard to say, but it's gotta go. There's the sign card. I utilized it. It doesn't keep the gilding well. On those edges, they're perfect, right? But these ones that side's not so bad, but this one is worn, which is fine. But I don't read with it, right? It's like I have so many of his decks, and is this one beautiful? Yes. So what I'm going to do is I don't think I'm going to keep this one or any of them, but I might keep one, like, and I'll decide which one. But I don't think it's this one because of the cardstock. I'm not real fond of this cardstock for these decks. So, but this is a no. It's got to go. It's just got to go. Beautiful, and all that, but it's not going to get used by me. And even though it's pink and it goes with lots of things, it's just not going to get used by me, so I'm not going to keep it. It becomes useless, right? It's not even about like, oh, the art is so pretty and stuff. The art isn't even being appreciated if it's stuffed in a box where no one can see it ever. So I'm not doing that. I love the cards, the art, the imagery, and so appreciate the creators. So the deck must live on. But it's a no for me. And what else do I have out here? Anything in my view? Oh, this one is going to go to this Light Seer or Lemurian Star Child Oracle. I thought I wanted to start working with this. I'm drawn to the color. I love the color with the pink and the green and stuff. But I'm not drawn to I'm just not. It's not. And I don't think I don't want to hold on it, and just in case I want to work with it at another time. I'm never going to want to work with this because of the cards are too thick for my hands. It's not a cardstock that I really want in my hands, because it's just too much for me. So I'm not keeping this Lemurian Star Child Oracle. This will go to somebody else, and hopefully somebody else could appreciate and delight in this deck, because it is very pretty, like Divine Feminine, Creation, Angelic Ones, Depths of Love, The Awakening, Cosmic Self, Know Thyself, Way of Pearls, right? And so it looks great, and it's a really good concept and all, but I'm just not gravitating toward it. And I picked it up, whale teaching, and it just not doing it for me, and I don't feel like this is one of those decks that if I let it go and it never comes back out, like I'm going to regret, I'm not going to regret getting rid of it. So, it's 88 cards, Divine Guidance for the New Paradigm, Leanne Carpenter and Michael Kroon. And I'm going to end this segment here. So I don't know how many parts this is going to be, folks, but thanks for tuning in. And again, if there's any deck that you would like to see or have any questions about, leave me a comment. And if you made it this far, please consider to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Bye!